Yo, all right, another video. Hey, my name is Rice. This is the channel where we talk about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies surrounding the space. So, just want to talk to you guys really quick about something that's super important, though, at least I think so. There's a meeting going down in February on the 3rd and 4th, or an event on the 3rd and 4th, and it's being hosted by MicroStrategy. It's a company called MicroStrategy. If you guys never heard of MicroStrategy, the reason why that's important is because the CEO or chairman of that company is Michael Saylor. If you're new to the space, you may have never heard of the guy. Michael Saylor, though, he's pretty much accepted and respected in the crypto space and Bitcoin space because of the risk he's taking and how hard he's going for Bitcoin, and he's being transparent, and he's not scared to let people know the moves that he's making in Bitcoin. Excuse me. So on February 3rd and 4th, they're going to have this event called the Bitcoin for Corporations. That's the name of the event. Bitcoin for Corporations is the name of the event that's going down the 3rd and the 4th. And Michael Saylor seems to be the one that's going to be spearheading this event. So let me just give you guys a quick backstory on an overview on Michael Saylor, just a small one, because it's actually pretty important. So Michael Saylor, I believe he got a degree from MIT in aeronautics. He wanted to be an astronaut originally, I believe was his dream. So his senior year in college, I believe he had some kind of he was diagnosed with some kind of heart condition, which halted that dream. So for 2 years he left, and he graduated. And then after that, for 2 years he went and worked for this company. There he built a computer simulation that could determine the returns on investments, I believe is what it was. So for a while he was there. He built this simulation that could determine the returns on investments, and he decided he wanted to go back to MIT to get his PhD. So he said, okay, well, if I can't be an astronaut, then I'll be a professor. So he alerts the company and lets them know that he wants to go back to school, and they just started freaking out. They're like, no, you can't leave. And the reason why is because they at the time had $1 billion investment, and there's no telling what other investments, but the main reason why is because they had $1 billion investment, and they couldn't get it approved or greenlighted without Michael Saylor's software. So they were like, we'll give you whatever you want. Just tell us what you want. We'll give you a higher salary if you want it. And he was like, no, I don't want a higher salary. I'm going back to school. They were like, okay, well, what do you want? And he replied, I want my own company. I want to be the CEO of my own company. And they gave it to him, dude. So like, and when I say gave it to him, they didn't like literally just give it to him. I believe they were they funded the first few millions to actually get the company started. That company ended up becoming MicroStrategy. All right, so here we're back at that point. So MicroStrategy, I believe their specialty was developing, designing, and selling software. So essentially it's a tech company. And like I said, Michael Saylor, the CEO chairman, he's going to basically be spearheading or hosting this event on the 3rd and the 4th. Now, guys, like I said, there's not much hype around this. It's kind of hush-hush about it, really. But this event going down on the 3rd and the 4th could change a lot. Like, it could, dude, he's going to have, all right, just let me tell you guys some of the key players who are going to be at this event or meeting. Binance is going to be there, okay? Binance, if you guys don't know who that is, that's one of the biggest crypto exchanges, period. Coinbase is going to be there. Coinbase is like the Robinhood of crypto. They're the most popular exchange for crypto, or most popular app for crypto, period. Fidelity is going to be there. So Fidelity, they've been getting heavily involved in mining and trying to get their clients invested into Bitcoin and on stuff like that. So that's a pretty big player that's going to be there. Gemini is going to be there. So if you guys looked at any of my previous videos, you probably heard me mention Gemini or the Winklevoss twins, who are the guys that actually created Gemini. Gemini is another crypto exchange application or platform. And if you guys, like I said, never heard of the Winklevoss twins, just type in Winklevoss twins on YouTube or Google and Bitcoin, and you'll get their story from there. That's kind of how I got started in, well, not started in this space, but that's kind of how I got re-engaged in it. I saw how those guys got involved, and it just blew me away. So those are just a few of the key players, and it's all on the website. It's super. They're transparent. Everything they have, everything that's going to be going down on the 3rd and the 4th, they have on their website. So they have, like I said, all the key players. I just mentioned a few of those guys because those guys are key players in the crypto Bitcoin space as well. So the fact that they're not just attending, they're presenting. It says presentations by, and then it has those guys I just mentioned. That's just a few of them. So they're not just sitting there and listening. No, they're presenting, which is pretty big. All right, and also let me go over a few. So I looked on the website and I just did a little bit of research of the things they were going to talk about and go over. And guys, it's pretty dope. So one of the things they're going to talk about is corporate strategy, of course. And then another thing they're going to talk about is legal considerations. That's big because the next thing the companies are going to ask, okay, how can we implement it? How can we get it involved with our business? And like, what's the legal crap that we got to like navigate through or worry about? And so they're going to go over all that. And they're also going to talk about accounting considerations. Honestly, just looking at this, it looks like Michael Saylor is basically just about to open and share his playbook with everybody. I think he wanted to prove that it could be done first, and he did it. I mean, the dude bought over $1 billion over the past few months. Hell, him personally, I saw him say in a few interviews that he had like over 17,000 Bitcoins himself stored personally. At this point, I think MicroStrategy has like over 70,000, and that number is probably off. I think the last reported number was 70,000, but that number is probably off because I guarantee you they haven't stopped buying. They just bought like 10 million in one day. But getting back on track, so this event, like I said, guys, I think it's about to change everything, man. If Michael Saylor opens up his playbook and shares it with all these corporations, institutions, and businesses, the companies that were on the fence, I don't see why they would be on the fence anymore. Because like, okay, and what I mean by that is, okay, who are they going to get? They're not going to listen to a YouTuber like me or a quote unquote expert in Bitcoin and crypto like me. Hell, they don't even understand Bitcoin and crypto themselves really. So why would they listen to me? So or anybody else is talking about it on YouTube or a crypto expert? But a guy like Michael Saylor, who has been in macroeconomics for forever, like, you know what I'm saying, and who's basically a freaking rocket scientist. So we all know the guy is freaking smart. He went to MIT. And his specialty was designing spaceships. Anyway, so they'll listen to Michael Saylor. He's super respected in the financial world, the financial economic world, the macroeconomic world. So they'll listen to Michael Saylor, or they'll at least take heed to what he's saying. Not saying they will actually listen to him and do exactly what he did, but I don't see why not at this point. So just to bring it all back, guys, like I said, just keep your eye out in February. I think things are going to boom in February after he releases this information, and because there's not going to be any stones left unturned. He's going to go through every nook and cranny with his businesses, because you got to think, if these guys get involved, then it's just going to benefit him, because he's been involved with it. He started last year. Oh God, when they jump into it, it was sometime last year they jumped into it, and I saw a few articles where they said they believe he's doubled his money already that he's invested, which is crazy. So like he keeps saying, man, don't be surprised, dude, if the avalanche of money hits in February, and every month after that is just rolling at God speed or beyond. So yeah, I really think there's going to be a boom in February after this event or meeting. Like, this is the greatest meeting of the minds that I can think of in recent history. Like, they're all meeting to basically talk about how they can invest in Bitcoin, hold Bitcoin, and probably implement it in their companies the same way that PayPal and Square did. I mean, if they're not going to buy it, they're probably just going to figure out a way they can integrate it into their companies. But yeah, like I said, guys, February 3rd and 4th is when this is going down. It's hosted by MicroStrategy. Michael Saylor is definitely the one that's spearheading this event. And you can look on the website and see all that information yourself if you don't want to take it from me. But like I said, I'm going to keep making these videos and putting out this information for you guys. Yeah, and I'll hit you up later.